What's going on, everybody? I'm Kevin from Cigar Prop, and we're continuing the build on our walk-in humidor, and you can see that we have the plastic up. So we left you off with, I forgot to paint behind my furring strips, so I end up having to caulk all the way around. Not a big deal, 4 cans of caulking. It is what it is, my mistake, now I'll know. And you can see, like I said, we got the plastic wrap up. I did go with a 4 mil heavy duty plastic. I just bought one big roll from the Home Depot and kind of cut it to length. Do this with 2 people. Jessica's back is killing her. She couldn't come out and help me. It probably took me 2 hours. Probably could have done it in an hour with 2 people. And then there's a couple spaces you see up here where I had to fold it over because I didn't get it straight. It is what it is. Don't pay attention to that corner. You're probably wondering what all this is. This is Tyvek house wrap tape. Everywhere where it overlaps, I put the tape on here just so no moisture can come down through the back side. Any moisture that gets through the 3/4 inch kiln dried Spanish cedar will hit this plastic and then go all the way down. So yeah, there's where we're at. We've had a lot of people messaging me. What would you do differently? I don't know. I mean, I think it's been pretty cut and dry so far. Definitely the wooden furring strips, paint both sides of those. Don't forget that. So you end up having to caulk over it. People ask me, is the plastic necessary if you're building your own? I would say if you were going to tongue and groove the boards that go up here, especially if they're thick, like mine are 3/4 of an inch thick. That is a massive piece of wood. If I would have tongue and grooved that, I wouldn't have worried so much about, caulking or even painting the backside. It's a thick piece of wood for that to go against, and there's nowhere for that water or that moisture to go through. It probably wouldn't have seeped all the way through the wood to touch it. So would you have needed plastic? I don't know if it was tongue and groove. With that being said, like I said back in part number 1, to tongue and groove those boards were going to cost me $2,500 to tongue and groove all the wood that was in this room. I'm probably only a couple $100 deep in plastic and house wrap tape and primer and caulking. So it's a no-brainer for me. Spend the money, don't tongue and groove it, and then, just do everything else around it. And on the tongue and groove, there are going to be parts where I'm going to get close to something and I know I'm going to have to cut boards down in width. And then what happens to that tongue and groove? I mean, yeah, hopefully you can cut them down and that ends at the top or bottom. But what if it doesn't? I don't know. So yes, I'm happy to have gone this route of, just doing everything, getting the plastic up, and then I'll just stack my boards up. That way when I cut them however I want. The only thing I haven't done yet is above the door plastic, because I do still have to cut a hole in here for the exhaust fan. So I'll drill that hole. And then we're doing something a little different with the wood up there. I think it'll come out okay. So yeah, I just overlapped everything. I tried to go, quite a bit of overlap. In the corners, I did the overlap so they come around the corners. So yeah, it's pretty sealed inside here. I don't see moisture really being that big of an issue, in here. I don't know, but push comes to shove, it's not like I'm protecting 1,000 cigars, a couple thousand cigars. I mean, I want to hold 25,000 cigars in here. That's a lot of cigars. I just need to, overkill is, it is what it is. If this is overkill, yeah, I think we're gonna be fine. Some people ask me what I'm gonna do on the floor, whether I'm taking the wood all the way down to the floor. I am not taking the wood all the way down to the floor. I'm actually going to put up, probably like a 4-inch by 3/4 inch, polymer, like a baseboard, but they make it in just square. So that's going to go the first thing down on the floor, and then the wood will start 3 to 4 inches up. If you're wondering why, when I'm mopping in here, if I spill something in here, I don't want it to hit the floor. Spanish cedar, it is like a sponge. It'll soak it up. So I do want to keep that in mind. You're thinking, so some kind of plastic, polymer, hybrid, board along the base. You can get in here, you can mop, you do anything else. You don't have to worry about touching the Spanish cedar. And like I said, if you spill something, a little bit of water gets in here for some reason, we'll be safe on that. And around the door, people were asking me, trying to think of all the questions around the door. I am going to wrap the door frame, so the wood will come out, and then the wood will actually come here. I wish I was good at mitering wood, so I can make it a cool miter and it'd be seamless. That's not me. That's not me, guy. I'll probably just butt them up against each other. I'm not giving tours of this place, so it's not like anybody's going to know. Someone's going to notice. They're going to come over and be like, yeah, what's going on there? Why don't you miter them pieces? But I'm just going on and on now. So yeah, I'm super excited. Maybe probably going to be a couple of weeks. I don't have any real time off. We got a lot of busy schedules. So hoping in the next week or two, at least bang out the ceiling. That's going to be the first thing we're doing is the ceiling. And then I got to decide whether I'm going to come bottom up or top down. It's going to be easier, especially with the ceiling. It's going to be easier to work from the top coming down, only because since I'm going to be stacking the wood when I get to the top. I don't know. I don't want to flex the ceiling boards because they're only going to be attached in the middle. They're not going to be attached all the way up at the end. So I don't know. I'm still trying to figure that out. That is my alarm going off. So that means my Tostino's pizza rolls are done. So all right, I was just droning on anyways. All right, cats and kittens, we'll see you on the next step.